welcome back to Anime-chan, where today we'll be watching my reaction highlights of my very first episode of One Piece ever. So One Piece is the anime that has gotten the most requests on my channel, so I finally decided to start watching it. Not only because of all the requests I've been getting, but also because a lot of my patrons and some of my closest friends watch One Piece, friends that I've made online, and also my only in real life friend also watches One Piece. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna start it. But I just want to dedicate this video to Matty, who has been a long time supporter of this channel and who's always in my live streams. He's a moderator on Twitch and a moderator on YouTube. So even though I'm not starting, a lot of people think, well, a lot of people said in one live stream that they think it's because of Matty that I'm starting this. And yeah, of course, it's partly because of Matty, who loves this series, but it's also because of all the other requests, because so many people love it, and also because it's the number one manga. It's been the number one manga for such a long time. I just had to at least check it out. But this video is dedicated to you, Matty. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for all the support. I'm so lucky to have a friend like you and someone that helps me so much in so many ways. So yeah. Is this the guy, Zoro? Ah, so that was the first episode. I love three things: Luffy's smile, his laugh, and then the crazy expressions on people's faces, like their mouths. And it's review time. Time to share my thoughts on the episode and yeah, my experience of watching One Piece for the first time. For those of you that are wondering how many reactions I will be doing per week, I will be starting with 2 episodes a week. I'm not in a rush to catch up. I don't understand, like, people are like, oh, do you know how long it's gonna take you to catch up? Maybe it's not about catching up. Maybe it's about enjoying the story, you know? Just enjoying it for what it is. I don't have to finish it in a year, in 2 years. I don't care. Most of you guys have been watching this anime for many years. I mean, how long has this anime been around? I don't even know. But I am in no rush to catch up. I am here to enjoy the journey. So I'm gonna be starting off with 2 episodes per week, and yeah, I'll see if I can, at some point, if I have an open day, I will watch more if I can. Worst case scenario, let's see how long it would take me to catch up. It's not really the worst case scenario for me because I don't care. I'm not in a rush. I love watching anime weekly, but for you guys, online calculator, let's say if there's 800, let's say, because I'm not going to be watching all the fillers, but let's say there's 800 episodes that I need to catch up with, not including the movies and stuff, but those I'll probably be watching live rather than doing reactions. Or anyway, 800 divided by 2 is 400, so that means 400 weeks. So that means 400 divided by 52, because there's 52 weeks in a year, that makes 7.5 years. Worst case scenario, I'll be all caught up in 7.5 years. So that means, well, I mean, more episodes are coming out, so I won't be all caught up, but I will have watched 800 episodes in 7.5 years. Here's a question. Does this anime come out in seasons, or is it just always airing every week a new episode? How does it work? And yeah, so I won't be all caught up, but I will have watched 800 episodes in 7 years. I will be still watching anime for the next 10 years, 20 years. I will be watching anime until the day that I die. I will share anime. If I ever have kids, I will be sharing anime with my grandkids. So it's not like I have to, like I said, I don't have to catch up soon. But like I said, if I can ever fit in more than 2 episodes a day, I'll do that. If I can ever fit in more than 2 episodes a week, I will do that. So now that we know more or less how long it will take me to catch up, you can choose to decide if you want to watch with me or not. Like I said, it's going to be a once a week thing, so even if you don't want to watch One Piece with me, if you don't like my pace, then it's fine. Then you guys can just keep watching other anime with me, like seasonal anime. But this is how I will be starting One Piece and watching One Piece, so you can decide for yourself now if you'd like to watch with me that way or not. Or you can wait a couple of weeks and then just watch a bunch of my reactions at once if you don't want to wait for them to come out weekly. It's all up to you, but I will be enjoying One Piece at my own pace. Okay, now for my thoughts on the episode. I don't have a lot of thoughts, but I don't want to say that it does remind me of a book that, not a book, but a series of books that I was reading. It's actually, I actually like it more than I like the Harry Potter series. For those of you that don't know, I used to be an avid reader. Like, I loved reading so much, and I've told this story quite a few times, but I'm going to tell it one more time. When I was little, I used to read Harry Potter. I used to read like 2 or 3 chapters, and I'd close the book, and then I'd go into the cupboard, I'd sit on top of my shoes, and my whatever dresses and jackets would be hanging there, and I'd like find a way, and I'd hide in there, and I'd like sit with my legs all crunched up like this, and I'd have the book with me, and I'd just like sit like this, and I would reimagine myself as a character in the book. So I'd relive those 3 chapters that I just read, and I would like almost like be writing a fan fiction in my mind with my own character in the book, if that makes any sense. So that's what I used to do. I just told you guys that because that's how much I loved Harry Potter. I went the whole Harry Potter series up until book 5 or 6. I did that, and because I loved it so much. But I'm telling you that because I want to explain to you that this series that I'm going to talk about right now, the book series, I love even more than Harry Potter. So it's called, let me just see, the Live Ship Traders Trilogy. It's written by Robin Hobb. Genre is fantasy, and it's a book about magic ships. And it's like a very obviously a long time ago, like it's a different age and stuff, but there's magic and stuff, and the captains of the ships, like you would, if there's normal ships, and then there's, I don't remember what the ships are called, but it's made of a special kind of wood. Oh guys, if you're at all into reading, you should read this book. My explanation is going to be so shit compared to what it actually is. But anyway, so rich families, not rich families, but families would pay so much to make a ship for themselves out of this special wood, and then the captains, 3 generations of captains need to die on the the deck of the ship, like at the front part. I don't think I'm not sure if the whole ship is made of that special kind of wood, but what is this thing that you put that's in the front? You know, a ship that has this front part that's usually a woman or a mermaid or something. So this front part of the ship and the deck is made of that wood, and I think the hull, I don't know how it works. But then the 3 generations of captains from the same family, that probably makes it stronger, dies on the deck, and then their life force essentially it seeps into the wood, and then after 3 generations, the 3rd captain dies on the deck. What do you call that thing at the front of a ship? The ship head, a figurehead. Yes, the figurehead comes to life, and that makes the ship like obviously so much more powerful because it can steer itself, and it can steer itself through difficult waters better than a normal ship can, and like obviously it's a big investment, and families like spend their whole, I don't know, all their money on it, but then it ends up paying for itself, because even without the figurehead coming alive, it's like the ship is definitely better than a regular ship because of the wood and the magic wood and And anyway, so these ships aren't usually owned by pirates, because pirates, I don't know how they got it from it's like magic woods, and it's like a different race of people, and then they worked with this people to sell them these magic ships. But and I can't spoil it for you, but it's so amazing when you find out what this wood is made of and why it's magic wood, and it's really brilliant, and I want all of you to read it. But the way that I feel about these books is almost how I think almost as much as how you guys feel about One Piece and why you keep asking me to watch One Piece, because I feel like that now. I want you guys to read these books because it's so amazing. I remember writing a letter to what's that guy's? It's a very good Steven Spielberg, who's a director, and I wrote him a letter and I said, please, can you turn these books into movies? I think it would be so amazing. And yeah, I never got a personal reply from him, but I got a reply from some kind of studios saying, thank you for writing the letter. We can't do that. But here's a signed, but it's not a real signature. Like, it's obviously a copy of his signature, but I got a signed picture of Steven Spielberg, and I was like, no, I like you, but it's the books. I just think you would do that well. But anyway, so that's how I really love these books. I love them even more than I love Harry Potter, and it's the reason I don't even know why I'm telling you this, but it's because it's about ships. And there was a guy, the evil guy in the book. He's not necessarily evil, like he is evil, but what's his name? Captain Kenneth. And he's a pirate, and he becomes the pirate king in this book, but he attains a ship like this, and then it's such an amazing series. And it just, watching the first episode of One Piece kind of made me feel nostalgic, because obviously I don't think Luffy is an evil pirate king. I feel like he wants to be a good pirate king, if that makes sense. I'll see how the story goes, but it made me feel excited because I used to read the Live Ship Trader series, and it was about ships, and it was about magic, and it was about so much things, and I loved it so much. And that's why I'm really excited to kind of, although I won't ever get a movie of the Live Ship Trader series, there will never be a movie, because that's what I wanted. I wanted to kind of relive those books in a movie format. I wanted to see it come to life, even though I'm never going to get that, because clearly my letter to Steven Spielberg didn't work. At least I get to relive One Piece, a story about a young pirate that has an impossible dream of becoming the Pirate King, and he wants to find crew members. And I'm very, 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 very excited to live this story, to not live it myself, but I think that's what makes so many stories so magical, is because so often our lives lack magic, and then we live through anime and movies and all these amazing things, and it's because we may not be able to do these impossible things, but through watching stories we can almost experience that same kind of magic. And yeah, I'm very excited for One Piece. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it in the reaction, but like I said, as you can see, I took a little break. I have red lipstick on now, and I didn't in the reaction because I took a little break. Had to record a video for another channel, and now I'm doing my review. But anyway, as I said in the reaction, I think Kobe is kind of like us, you know? We're trapped in our lives. We're trapped by, you know, in jobs that we feel like servants. We feel like we're abused, whether emotionally or physically. We're unhappy where we are, and we have these dreams, but we always say to ourselves, it's impossible to run away. It's impossible. Like, it's impossible. Zetai ni muri. What? Zetai muri. Muri. I really like Kobe. He was such a like almost symbolic version of me a couple of years ago, where it felt to me impossible to make these dreams come true. And Luffy is like, he said, it's not about being possible or impossible, it's about what I want. And he wants to be the Pirate King, and even if he's gonna die chasing that dream, so what? It's his dream, and he's gonna make it happen. And I love that. I think it's absolutely amazing, and I think it's the first fucking episode, and I already understand why people love this anime so much and love the manga so much. It's because what it represents, and who Luffy represents, and the ideals he represents. It's like, I'm very excited to start the story, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say for this review. I also said, I can see obviously that it's the animation is from a long time ago, but it doesn't bother me, because it actually makes it fun to watch, because the The style is so different. The expressions are so different. The voice acting is so over the top. Not over the top. Over the top. Is that how I can put it? And even the noises in the background. It's like it's so old school, and it makes it over the top for me. I don't know if you guys don't agree and you don't think it's over the top. That's fine. But for me, it feels like so over the top, and it makes me laugh more. Like the way that Luffy throws his head back and laughs. I literally felt like you know, I can't fake it now, but I remember one instance specifically when when Kobe stood up for himself for the first time. Luffy kept laughing, and for a moment I literally threw my head back and I was like laughing, and it felt so good to watch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the series, and I'm happy that I got to start this journey. I'm obviously going to be careful of spoilers. I do have, like I said, Matty is a moderator, and I'm sure he will help me out as much as he can, but you guys can also, for those of you that want to take it upon yourselves, you can also point out spoilers. If someone comments a spoiler, you can reply to their message and say in big letters, just say spoiler. You don't even have to reprimand them, just say spoiler, because I reply to comments in the back end of YouTube. Not like, sometimes I go on the video, but mostly I'm in the back end of YouTube, and it just shows a list of all my comments from all my videos. But so what it does is, it doesn't just open the comment, it also opens the replies to that comment right there. So if I see a big comment or a comment and I see spoiler in the reply immediately, obviously I won't read that comment. So if you guys want to help Matty out, because Matty can't, I think, do it all by himself, if you guys just see a spoiler, please mark it as spoiler. Just reply to that person's comment and say spoiler. So I will be, what I'm trying to say is, I will be avoiding spoilers as far as I can. I have been spoiled on one thing, which I won't say right now. I'll wait until it happens and then I'll tell you guys I was spoiled. I think it's quite a big thing, but I don't think it's the only big thing in that, because there's 800 fucking episodes. It's probably a big thing, but it's not the biggest thing, and it's not all big things. So I'm still gonna watch it and enjoy it. And how was I spoiled? I think I watched an AMV, and it kind of spoils it. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of One Piece with me. I actually know that a few people on YouTube, when I posted in my community section and said I'll be starting One Piece, a few people actually say that they're going to start this with me. So that makes me so happy. So if you're someone that's going to start watching One Piece with me, let me know in the comment section if you're starting it with me. If you're someone that is just very passionate about One Piece and you're all caught up, then let me know. That's awesome. I can't wait for the next 2 episodes that I'll be watching next week. If I have time, like I said, if I have time in between the week to do more reactions, I will. If you want to see the full reactions, I upload that to Patreon. All my full reactions are available for level 2 patrons and up. Full reactions to seasonal anime, 2 per week, are available for level 1 patrons and up. So yeah, if you guys want to support me on Patreon, I would really appreciate that. The more sustainable the channel is for me, the more time I can spend doing videos and reviews and podcasts. And yeah, I have a lot of ideas for this channel, and I love building this community, and I'm so grateful that the anime community has welcomed me with open arms. I'm still only a year and a half, 2 years, I'm still an otaku baby. So I appreciate everyone suggesting anime for me to watch. Right now, my planning to watch list is pretty full, but yeah, I'm glad that One Piece is now not just on the planning to watch list, but on the watching list. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching anime with me. Bye!